transforming Sierra Leone by investing in human capital. Women are equal in development, and the government is committed to creating an enabling environment for women to realize their potential. The Hands of Our Girls campaign was launched by President Bio of Sierra Leone with support from African First Ladies in December 2018. Hands of Our Girls is an initiative of the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Fatima Madabio.
We had the national call from no less a person than His Excellency the President that there should this thing about men abusing women, abusing girls. It's a national menace, and there should be a public emergency.
We Officer as an organization feel more empowered for being part of this journey. We will continue to give you the support where you need.
When we escape the woman, we will succeed.
And they beg the parents, when I left for you, when I begin their markets for sale. For any man when they deprive a woman the opportunity for growth. For any man when they use power for make sure that the woman they not succeed in this world. That man they are bad man, they not supposed for day around. We get so many beginners in this country. Every day that they die in a hospital, they say they go born pickings. Now when you see picking the born pickings,
used to be suppressed, if any, but now we at our level, we don't suppress, we don't think we can suppress, we don't think we can tolerate such offenses within the armed forces.
The First Lady not only spoke to the people and key stakeholders, she also had closed-door, hard talk with paramount chiefs. It must be said, these meetings were not always civil, but they all had one goal: the development of dignity.
You know, this country have gone through war. These countries have gone through the mudslide, Ebola. We are now on Corona. There's a lot of mental issues that are on with us that we may not have fully grasped as a nation yet. People now see grabbing a woman, forcing themselves and having sex as if it is their right. Wrong. It is not your right. There are laws now that have been put in place to ensure that will keep you in check. However, you can always keep yourself in check. So recognize that the human race have only two genders, male and female. They are of equal strength in brain power, equal strength in capacity to achieve. You have to protect your sister. You have to protect your husband.
My family, una audu. Today na Sunday, the 11th of July, 2021. Me where they talk to una, me na Gentle Patrick Mada Koroma. Me na the political hot goose, and also me na the PRO for SLPP North America region. Today, we dey come for Kampul Nadu, a very important program. All this while, this program will be done to talk about them, will be done to sensitize people then. This program will be called First Lady at Work. The First Lady at Work, now a program we get for the Camp to Women in the beginning every other Sunday, 3 p.m. UAD na America ya, na Central Time, Eastern Time, na 4 p.m. UAD na Holland, na 10 p.m. UAD na UK na 9 p.m. UAD Salon na 8 p.m. This program again for the council na every other Sunday for the start. The essence for this program is that for far too long we don't get First Lady in another country day, and we not ever get the like of Madam Fatima Bio in time. And then the job that with Fatima Bio they do it too plenty. Therefore, as a political party, as a government, we decide say then job they are with this First Lady they do, they're not they pay them for them, they're not they get no money for them, and they sacrifice himself, and they take their own personal money, and they invest them for make sure say it promotes the party, It promotes the new direction government, and it promotes a husband. And they support the woman, they support them picking, and they support even mandate. But people they don't know about them boku job here with this first lady they do. And we as a government, as a party, we not go left sit on there plenty job here with the first lady they do, it go on the carpet. We got to bring them out. And how we go do them? Now this is not the reason we make this program the Green Movement platform. So the first lady at work, the program we don't come for last, and we get for they bring a lot of alleged them for let they can talk about the good job we first lady they do. Plenty things in the way they do, we don't know. And we don't know what's in a mandate, and we don't know how they operate at the country. So when you can at this platform, it gets so today, when we can here with the Pulnado this program, Mina Gentle, and we get people where they can join we for Pulnado this program. The guest speaker today for can join for Pulnado the program today, una de can sabiam, and we bring another media activist, una de can sabiam. This now first lady at work where they come to you every other Sunday. I want to let you relax, share the program to your brothers and sisters so that we can see the kind of selfless job where this woman ain't not determined for doing that country day, for help the country, for let salon continue for become sexy and attractive. Now, as the program they continue, I go ask me other panelists where they with me, the technical man, introduce himself real quick.
My fellow Sierra Leoneans, una kushe, una kabo. Diggs na una bobo, DEEMAA. And also, me na the deputy chairman to the Sierra Leone People's Party, Holland branch. I go tell una thanks, una relax, where we get for can talk boku things and when I good things then about Fatima Bio, what he don't do for that country and what he edipa do.
Famo them, that one they will talk to una, DEEMAA the Great, the deputy chairman of the SLPP Holland branch, I can call on Paramount Chief GBATEHKAKA. Then also inside this program, we get a social media activist. When a long-standing social media activist, when a woman of substance, woman of caliber, woman of integrity, woman will stand for the right, where they support in company woman them on the right thing, where not they hate them. That person they go come for introduce himself to una, then una go see him and tell una how do.
Well, my family una kushe, this na ZAINAB tight, obviously. Papa God na heaven, I dey out today. I greet una and I salute una. Well, una take the back seat and una draw una popcorn them for charm, for listen and link back. Una welcome.
Thank you very much, my family. Dana. Thank you very much, my people. That one they will talk to na ZAINAB tight corner. Then they call her ZAINAB Sako. But in media name na ZAINAB tight, and everybody know him. It all over the place as female activist. Today we get them inside the First Lady at Work show. This show come for stay. This show they go forever. Now the next person when at the guest speaker, when they come Pulnado this show today. When a very important personality, a quiet individual, a woman with a family, a woman with a heart, a woman will command respect wherever it finds itself. And this woman, you know, they just see him per feke team. Anything he put in hand part, na seriousness, and I saw the team they progress all the time. Since me personally know this woman, I know I say na somebody where they always strive for push in company woman there, the business go before. And they always strive for appreciate any good thing where it is say a good and better for that country. And this woman where they today as we get speaker, now a politician. And not only a politician where they say now that kind of politician they will not get credibility. This woman get integrity. This woman get a standard. Again, that is an incalculable substance where it gets where it command respect for itself and for a family and for even the political party where they represent. This woman, now woman of respect, now I don't come today, now we don't get an opportunity now the Green Movement TV for let it come Pulnado, let it can commission this First Lady at Work program. Because this woman in belief say anything where the first lady they put up, nothing when a success. And this woman, they always can't party where go promote woman business. Nothing where they promote God picking them, team where they promote the country. Now always in hand repair. This woman, not only there in politics, he hold a very serious and senior position now the SLPP party, now the North America region. Now no less a person. And this woman now, Madam Ami Banya, in the female trustee, now the SLPP North America region. We're in a very responsible position where they for serve the people of North America in the SLPP. So, my family, I get an opportunity today for to get this woman and will help me for welcome Madam Ami Banya as we special guest for the First Lady at Work program today. Welcome, Madam.
My family, good afternoon, good evening, any south find self.
Madam, increase your TV so that we'll see you fine. You did far away, yeah.
Yeah. My family, good evening, good morning, wherever find self, good afternoon. Me na Ami Banya, regional trustee, female, na the North America region. With the country
now for bring the television, the computer before, so that they will see you fine. You hit no more the show small.
We can't talk about the green movement today, but the First Lady a flagship program agenda. We can't talk about the things where it don't do for Mama Salon, for the woman there and the girl picking there. So I want for me when I listen, when I sit tight, we can't talk about the First Lady, the dynamic woman, the woman where God giving a salon where they work with the president for make sure say picking then and woman then business go before another country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That person will na see so na the elegant and most powerful woman trustee, female trustee na the SLP North America region. A woman will get respect for everybody across society. They get respect for everybody across board, even across political line. So this Umaya na income today na in our special guest. And today we dey discuss and establish this First Lady at Work program. This program get for day forever. This program get for day on the Green Movement every other Sunday. So now we prepare for camp. Madam Ami.
Yes.
In as much as we know say the First Lady na a country, na the hostess of the State House. Meaning na they take care of the State House. And we know say the First Lady, they only take care of the State House, now they organize and attend to official ceremonies them, where they na the State House and the state functions them, along with the president, and even when the president not there, we all can rely on them. So now, this kind of person we don't get. You na person where they follow woman and where they do very well. Woulda na Fatima, and how we will know really personally before as a First Lady, woulda na Fatima?
Well, Fatima Bio na a woman of substance. Na a woman where be done there even at the international stage. Where be the act movies, it well known. Before they become a First Lady, And when you become a First Lady, everybody know the kind of work the way they do. They help for promoting husbanding agenda when our president, His Excellency, retired Julius Maada Bio. They promote woman the agenda where they help from push that country they go before, and the girl picking the agenda. Now, a very dynamic woman, hardworking, intelligent, and smart woman. It's not just sit down like other First Ladies. If they out there, they make sure say the girl picking there, the woman there, them be participants in the development of that country there. And if they try for protect the girl picking them, so that tomorrow the girl picking them they go be future leaders of tomorrow. This woman na Kono Ibon. He go school na Kono. Then after that, he go England for further in education. From England, they work in the act movies. From there, the movies where he acts, now that be in profession, what he be they do. Then not only that, now be a philanthropist, you know, where they do a lot of things then, you know, and even get a foundation for help people there. Before he can be first lady. So now when he don't be first lady, he just they continue the work for help the country, for help woman them, for help the girl picking them. So now that's now Mrs. Fatima. She's very industrious, very hardworking, very smart, very intelligent, you know, and if they do the work for make sure say that country go before. He loves Sierra Leone. He loves Mama Salone. He loves the people that he loves them picking them now that country. So he joined hand with a husband for make sure say that country go before and let husband achieve in policy agenda. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Amibanya, for that brief introduction of we first lady in biography. You know, for some of you now, we don't really know this woman. I think Madam Banya don't really tell we briefly would have really a first lady. And I'm glad the way we talk is a number one, now a strong woman, and two, it's a philanthropist. Philanthropist for you, the man that say, we know they understand what a philanthropist. My grandpa, we didn't balamuya. Philanthropist mean somebody where they give money to people when they need. Somebody where they help people them, and they buy for them, and they take care of the something where they need, but they're not able to provide for getter. Nine are philanthropists with man column. So now that and that person they give them property then they or then good then they they ask for reward. They ask for like give them back or they ask for like pay them back. So nine Madam Banya Bini say it described the first lady as philanthropist. Now we keep that one day now. So now Mrs. Madam Zainab Tight Corner. You then at the media, you are all over the place as a female media activist. What do you know about first lady? Even before it become first lady, and what do you know about her? Will not all be done in other parts of Europe.
Well, gentle. First of all, I want to tell Una plenty. Thank you for bringing me in at this platform today. I want to tell Una thank you. I really appreciate. Well, Madam Fatima Bio, I greet you. I salute you. I know say I'm mixer in the first place. Now mixer. I believe say we all know what I mean by mixer. Madam Fatima Bio na a mixer. Now woman among woman, now woman plus. Well, I know say a lot of people go they listen, but then go they surprise why Zainab say Madam Fatima Bio na mixer. Yes, of course, na mixer. Now woman where they mix with any kind people. Now woman where they understand any type of people. Now woman where it's a bit lobby. That I can tell anybody. And not they use juju because I know say people then go get them wrong. But it's a bit lobby. And where a woman sabi lobby, that woman they now woman plus na in a Fatima Bio. Well, I don't know Fatima Bio for a very long time. I don't follow him from where you know it in there as a young woman. I don't know him. Small. I don't know I'm in totals. I don't know I'm deep, but I know I'm small. Say, now a woman where from the morning, she's a striker. It is strike. Oh yes. And I mix her. And a woman where they ever make you shame. Now woman where always they there for help. So when I see here in man, when I president, Mother be when I we president today, I'm not surprised because I know say yes, they all two deserve each other, you know. So I believe in one thing, and I believe in Fatima Bio. I believe say all the good thing the way they do na Sierra Leone, it's not surprise to me. And I believe say it's not surprise to the one the way deserve where they do good. It's not they choose. No matter the kind name way some of we want call them, but it's not they choose. Now, way believe say everybody forget. If you able for let you get, you forget. That I know for sure. And now a woman with good heart, obviously, we not perfect. You're not perfect. Me when they talk to you, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. The same goes to the first lady. Yes, it go must get one or two sides where people not go like. But you know, not to everybody go able like them. So, and I believe say it they try and best. And I believe say it's still they try and not go ever stop for try. Because the thing the way me they see now. Anyway, la no reach there. La just stop here for now. Lord, we dey go small.
All right. Thank you very much, Famu. This now the First Lady at Work program where they come to you every other Sunday on the Green Movement platform. You will not get Facebook page. Go like you picking open for you Green Move Facebook so that you go come Green Movement. Click the like, follow the page so that anytime we come on, they get them. This program they come to you. That one we talk to you. Now ZAINAB tight. This program today, we they open this program for the First Lady. Every job what the First Lady they do for that country, where they promote women, then, where they propagate out now this program, Tete Go. Now that makes today will bring a very serious individual with a Madam Ami Banya as a guest speaker for can establish this program. So, DEEMAA the Great. You get anything where you want to ask the guest speaker and activists for let them talk to people about the First Lady?
Yes, thank you very much, Chief Coordinator, Diaspora Chief Media Coordinator. Madam Banya, welcome on this platform.
Thank you.
Well, you know, just like how my brother don't explain everything about you, you know, I'm so happy to get in touch with you. You know, in fact, the position where you did as a trustee, not to fake position than they for to get. So anybody will get that kind of position they inside this party, that means you trust is undeniable. However, I got small question on Fatima Bio. Now, Fatima Bio is just not highlighting beaucoup things and about how it don't come with the hands of our girls. They do a lot of things, but we see so much propaganda, misinformation from the opposition then against this woman here. But upon all that, this woman still stands strong and they move up. What's in the secret will make Fatima Bio stand strong so upon all the aggressiveness or the lies and the fake propaganda against this woman here, but it still stand tall? You go able to tell me small thing about what in a instance, what in make they move on so without no distraction?
Mrs. Fatima Bio, we First Lady, now woman we very focused. He focused on what they do and he believe in what they do. For the girl picking there and for woman in another country. So with all the propaganda, the things that when they talk about them, he focus on what they do. And he believes say what they do now the right thing for woman there and for picking in another country there. So whatever then they talk about them, you know they torture because he know say what they do now good thing. Just like what I be they tell you now woman where we don't they do a lot of things for people from in teenage years, you know, it be done they do a lot of things where it put into perspective at this particular point where it don't be First Lady. It believes say because it always be concerned about teenage pregnancy, early marriage, even from in young days. If you look at the background, you know, the time where in young, They be one find somebody for away for married and where he not agree. So with that background, the way he gets, he believes say every picking at that country, you know, deserve better. And where in husband bring this free education, free quality education at that country. Now is himself say, make her take this program for help them picking them, because the girl picking them for let them go school, make nobody not go make them drop out of school. So he start this program with our hands off our girls. And he focus on her. He focus on her and he did do am. And with his husband in support, the husband support her, you know. So he did do am well. So nothing on the way they distract her. Because that woman will stand strong. It stand very, very firm. He believe in what he they do. So whatever then they talk, but whatever people critics then they say, he not say what he they do now the right thing, and he they do am for the love of the country and the love of Pikine na that country.
Thank you very much, Madam Banya. You know, when you been the talk about the question where DEEMAA ask, I noticed one key thing where you mentioned. Some of them, if we not really listen to where Madam Banya be the talk about waiting at the secret we make, even where distractors then always they come for attack the first lady, you know, the shake. Madam Banya say now because she's focused and she refused to be distracted. I underline that word. She's focused and refused to be distracted. And anybody in this world, anything where they do in the beginning or even in the middle, you get forget attacks them. Who are Christian, who are Muslim, all will profit the way come. No one no can we go smoothly. Then they attack them all over the place. But what be help them? They were focused and they refused to be distracted. So I think now one of the qualities that the way Madam Banya mentioned about the first lady will make give me a clear insight and make I get huge respect from. So Madam Zainab, now we hear Madam Banya say the first lady refused to be distracted because she is focused. And you mentioned say in a lobbyist. So we don't get two character traits. And a lobbyist na person will go way focused because he know what he want get, he know what he want achieve. And what do you think say in lobbyist character and in focusedness, how you think say it related to an achievement of the Hands of Our God program?
Oh, now make it don't achieve. Yes, now it make it don't achieve. And indeed, it will achieve past so, and it get for achieve more than this.
All right. So now, Zainab, if I could ask you, what do you think say from all what in the first lady don't do? How you think say it inspire the woman then in that country they? How you think say the woman they for follow in and for listen and inspire in job inspire the woman then? That's all.
All right, gentle. First of all, I they give myself as an example, like few minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting, Madam Fatima, Bio don't do na Sierra Leone to the young one them, the girls them. Me, I'm not being lucky. I'm not being get any first lady doing me on time where I be they go school, because I see me period na school where I just go class 7. I see me period na school in the way that make me I not go ever forget that situation. They up till now and they still remember that time. And at that time where I see me period na school, me uniform be stained, you know, I be so feel bad. And you know when you get boys them na classroom, you know, na so them boy then they look me and them boy they look me and me teacher na be man. Me teacher just tell me say let I go na the toilet. And then me book where I been get, me exercise book where I been get, where I been use, where I dey write in a school on a class. Now that exercise book they I cut 2 pages of that exercise book day. And I mean first day for see me period. You know, I mean they see me big sisters and they see them period them, but you know they see how they go about it. But when it happened to me in a school, to be honest, I not be feel good at all at that time as a teenager, at the class 7, you know, and I end up cut 2 pages of me book. I go to toilet, even though I not even sabi make and find. That day I not feel good at all. I not even continue the class. I not even come a class again for tell me teacher goodbye. And if I tell you how I manage for reach na host, my uniform are all, I bend my uniform so are all the BM parts inside the blood stain day. And still when I put that paper there, then 2 paper, then they were cut down my book. Still, I not feel good. I managed to, because that time the school where they go, na KPS school, and we get one road where they call Bush Road for going we off and not too far. So I pass that corner, then they say go na us. So for Fatima Bio, this hands of our girls, pass a woman where no one support them, pass a woman where no one appreciate them, pass a woman where no understand and where no one understand. This project na a very powerful, good project, hands of our girls. Now a very powerful project. And the good thing about it, the picking they know they complain. We not ever hear any school picking and complain one day. For sure say the school picking they appreciate. And for me, self-question done I appreciate them. Because I just always, when this memory they come to me because of what thing don't happen, where now the picking and now they're so lucky, at least they get first lady where they give them pad. First lady where they, when they give them package, they give them pad for one year. They were so lucky. And at that time, when I reached na house, me mama, I tell me mama, and at that time, when see me mama cut na pieces, then la part towel pieces there. Now I cut. Then time then they will not get nobody, no first lady where will say, okay, then school picking there, law we come out for sensitize them by give them pad, blah blah blah. But for as a first lady, as a powerful first lady like a Fatima Jabi Bio, I no more pass a woman when no one understand. Say what thing they do, like a very good thing they do. I'm not telling to everybody go like and people go criticize them. But it better let it focus for do the thing of the picking and a Sierra Leone, the girl picking them, than it focused to waiting people in the talk. And I was so happy and not care waiting people in the talk. He just focused. In fact, Fatima Bio get one style. When me say that style, I don't see that style. The day when they criticize Fatima Bio, now the day Fatima Bio they go donate part there in school. It just like a myself. The day when they can criticize me, now the time they come on Facebook, I put music, I dance good, I shake me with good one. So you don't see the answer for our girls is very good, and I really appreciate them. And a man they support them. A man they support them. Me, I just want to talk to me company woman them out there and not say yes, a day na in party. But it no matter, it they do one for the people of Sierra Leone. And then they do one for APC, and then they do one for SLPP. Even though, yes, now in party they na power now. But if they do one, what if they go and share them part there? And then they choose Timini, and then they choose Mende, and then they choose Limba, and they give everybody. Now I make her use the word before say Fatima Biona mixer. Now they lobby, and if they mix with anybody, and not they choose, and not they pick and choose. I got that now.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. ZAINAB Tight Corner, me family them, you will they watch this now the Green Movement TV and the program where they watch now First Lady at Work. And this program they come to you every other Sunday. And this program they go tete for talk about the good job them with the First Lady they do. And today now the opening ceremony of this program. We get to it today a guest speaker when Madam Ami Banya, when are the female trustee na the SLPP North America region. Madam Banya, you mentioned a statement about Fatima where he grew up, say, there be one giant in marriage, early marriage, he refused. And then from your research, where I find out about Madam Fatima Biu, where they live na Kono, where I find out about where they live na Bongo Street, na Koidu town. A grab as a young little girl. You know that he talks to you history, he always follow you. A young little girl na the area, then they call her small because be so little and so smart. The one that na the area, na the host, the family, then they call her Natoma. Because anybody where they give you respectable person in name to, that name they follow you, you might go become respectable. Now this make I don't realize the benefits of name and the importance of name. Now, according to what I understand, where first the way be small, now person, you know they even tell a place say, na me woman this, if they run away go lay complain. There's a way small, he talks say, oh na me woman this, you know, you go run go lay complain. You know, be the list that one day. So to a point like what you mentioned, say, he refuse for tolerate anything about early marriage. So now, how you go connect that he refuser to in advocacy where he make in that country for stand against rape, where he advocates in that country for let the government make sure say they set law in that country where everybody they benefit now. How you go relate that in character to the advocacy where he don't make for stand as against rape, and how man they benefit from that advocacy on that rape law where Fatima don't bring. Now for unmute yourself, we're not hearing you.
Yes, just like where I talk and say, where it be they cannot, it they go school. I believe say at age 12, there be one girl to man, but he refused because he believes say he gets a brighter future. And that's the way it they cannot, if they do so well in school, if I be they act play then at school. Where even in school where you go Nanzaru, you know, people that be Sabia. So because of that in refusal, and what he see they happen at that country, where big man that they rape picking them, if they left pan them, you know, they don't get no side for go complain. They don't get no side for go, you know, for go complain. You know, them people them and the picking themselves they be they afraid sometimes for talk. Say this man don't rape me. Because then they say and say now a stigma upon the picking them where they don't rape you. You know, you the shame for come out. Even some of the family members and they shame for say they don't rape me picking. So against that backdrop, because of the allergy experience what he gets, you know, now where he be first lady. He tell his husband, he say, I believe say I for be an advocate for them girl picking them. And I for advocate for them against rape, where then they rape them picking them. So it can begin bring awareness about rape. For say anybody where rape picking them, now a crime. And now a crime where for be punishable by law. So we begin advocate for them girl picking them, you know, for say people they not for pull them, give them in early marriage, and then people them man they not for rape them, and you know the picking them for go school. Therefore, them man they for stop for because then they pull the picking them future. So it begin advocate for them picking them day. So it begin go around the country, they bring awareness. You know, and educates people them, not only the picking them, but it begin educates, you know, even the girl picking them. So when man want bring something cancel you, you know, any sexual, you know, waiting you for speak out. And when they rape you, you for speak out. It even begin advocate and begin bring awareness for people that when they give them picking them, when they not reach married age, then begin give them to man. It begin aware. Say them picking and they get a future, then for go school. And he make sure say advocacy not only stop at awareness, you know, he make sure say if they make the husband make a policy, you know, where they get for pass that act then at parliament or say anybody will rape pikin, you know, you go face the consequences and you go jail. So the president said take him, he make him because they see how big man they rape 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, where you know they don't put the pikin in future. And the pikin that shame can make, they're not able to go back to school. So it begin for advocates, it begin for push, it make sure say they make them into law. Say anybody will rape pikin at that country, they, you know, you got to face the consequences and you go to jail because now a serious crime that one day. So because of that, we really, you know, tell Mrs. Fatima Bio, thank you what he come as a first lady in that country because that kind of thing and they not be they happen, you know, for let people then come, they speak out, you know, no awareness not be there for tell people then say, you know, for rape picking them, na bad thing, and not for give you picking for go married at a very early age where you don't spoil that picking in future because so that picking go be a doctor, go be a pilot, go be an engineer. You don't go get them for early marriage. You know, you don't spoil in future. You don't begin one picking there as a child because picking when at 12-year-old, you not mature yet. When at 11-year-old, you not mature. You don't go get them for go married. You don't get belly. You don't begin born. So you know if you go that process, you know through you know what they call where picking for grow. From childhood, from infant, from toddler, you know, through adulthood, you know, experiencer. So you don't put that picking in future, but we don't get somebody where don't come for can make sure say the picking them, especially the girl picking them, let them go school, let the man then stop for rape them, and it don't provide a lot of other things that what they do for the picking, not only for the picking them, but it don't even take a responsibility for begin provide sanitary pads for the picking. Now then school then picking we don't begin see them period. It they provide for them. It just like when my sister ZAINAB talk. Now woman we know they say oh it they cut across boundaries, religion, tribe, and everything because it believes say in the first lady of that country. In not the first lady of a particular party, it they take himself as first lady of Israel. It cut across all ethnic groups, all religion, you know, for make sure say it promotes woman then and it promotes the pikin then, especially the girl pikin. So we for tell and thank you and they plea to all the women then in that country, now Sierra Leone in particular. For make them go, for more could go put hand under Mrs. Bio, then we go support her. Because never in the history, just like when the sister ZAINAB talker, in the history of Sierra Leone, we get a woman with so focused, dynamic, is very hardworking and pushful and smart and intelligent. For make sure say Sierra Leone go before, the girl picking them go before, it advocates for woman there, it advocates for girl picking them, it make sure say the woman the agenda go before. So I they plead and talk to all the women in a salon. Do you this program, this flagship program, hands off our girls, and let we support them with this sanitary pads where it don't begin give them. It they go all across the country, from the western area, southern region, eastern region, northern region. It they go all side for make sure say the pikine, especially the girl pikine, they stay in school. Because some of them, if they begin see them period, because then they see them, then they shame for go school because they don't know how to protect themselves. You know, when they begin see them period, then, you know. So it try and make sure say, let pikin because you they see you period, that not go stop enough for go school or you miss class. So it don't bring that awareness even to the bobo them, the young bobo them, you know, for let them support the young pikin them, you know. With this flagship program of hands off our girls and this sanitary pads, what it don't begin for do and distribute in the country. So I dey ask all the people them in that country, man or woman, them all, let we support them and let we serve also. Anything what we see, when we see say something don't happen to the girl picking and they don't rape them, let we report or not report them to the nearest police station, you know, or let we report them to the advocacy group them or to social welfare, saying that this don't happen to the picking. So I want for let we support this program go before because a good thing what they do for that country. Now a good thing what they do for that country, and they make sure say the woman them, the pikin them, you know, let them be people then now the society. It don't bring that awareness there. So we tell them thank you, and they ask everybody for let we support them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Amibanya. Before we go into the next question, we go on let people then get listen to this music. Let us give body water. And then we will move to the next program. If we get any video for the first lady in action, they'll go do them. Yeah, DEEMAA?
Yes, I come.
So you already watch this program. This na first lady at work. And then this program, they come to you every other Sunday. And they can now the Green Movement platform. Now yeah, we can hear the plenty in them and they can see the credible job them. The first lady they do. The first lady of Sierra Leone, Madam Fatima Biu, now woman who for watch. And they do very well and we all happy and the picking them glad. So they can get music, let people then get body water.
Yes, Janto. You mute.
Yes, when I don't watch that program, now for pulling on the screen now. As when I don't watch that highlights, when I don't see for yourself, and when I don't hear it, where the first lady they at work, and the first lady they at work for make sure say it promotes with picking them, it promote the woman then, it even promote the man then, because if the man they continue for do what they do to the woman then, they say they go to jail. So meaning it protect even the man then. It don't come first in history. We don't get somebody, we don't come make the woman, they don't know the right. First them, they call them picking and they peck it too. Then they molest them. Then they disrespect them. But now, I get one question for you, DEEMAA and ZAINAB side. We're not in a Europe part. And more Australians than in Europe, more than even America. Now, people that have been vexed, they say that they use rape as a reason for seek asylum. But Fatima don't come. It don't go set law now for fet rape. We don't make now the reason that they been get for let the able get stay and paper. Fatima don't point them. They say so that the reason this way they don't let Fatima. So you tell me, DEEMAA, where you don't ZAINAB they take that question. We now we get picking them. You and Akumbra. The job we Fatima do for cow their law that they will put in place. The awareness we raise for let the picking them be protected. Let them not rape them. Let them not put them in early marriage. Then the asylum where few Sierra Leoneans they go get because they say then they rape picking them and disrespect woman them. They say Fatima don't come block their way. Na bad Fatima do or na good he do.
Thank you very much, Political Hot Goose, for that question. You know, only somebody will get bad that for Mama Salon will say na bad thing that woman do. You know, when we talk about asylum as a procedure where you need help, you really your life is in danger. And whenever a country where you come out or a nation, they go too much through asylum procedure, that means the country is not stable, is not good at all. So, beaucoup people then be done migrate, the Canada, a different part of the world, because of circumstances, because the country not be okay. But today, if Fatima Bioka with a program or they work so hard to protect we got taking them, to protect we women them, I believe say not to bad thing down there. I believe say bossing you your own passion and interest, you don't go put them before more than the country where you come out. We understand we all the pass through other ways around, other difficulties around. You understand? But if Fatima Bio don't work hard to make sure some danger then will be happen to picking them, to we sisters then, to we woman then. No, you know they happen. I believe so for tell and thanks. Everybody know in Europe or in any other part how we struggle in other ways around. When you can hire without no problem, not to nobody tell you for let you come. We all come, not to nobody tell we let you come. We come our own way, some of we the good way, some of we the bad way. But we all pray God let we country become very good because there's no place like home. You know, actually, because if we country a really sweet, what you make we consider a call to consider now it's my country. So if Fatima Bio they advocate for let we start picking them, then they not vandalize them, then they not marginalize them, then they not destroy them. I believe say every Kumbra, every mama, every true born of that country, they go say, Fatima Bio, what they do is good things. It's very, very good. So before we cry and down, it is better let we support them. If you think say you fall in that other category, there, well, mama or papa, I'm sorry, it happens so, but not use your passionate situation to damage the country where you say you love, where you come out. You know, so now me your message that.
All right, so Madam Zainab, you read that question where I ask. We get with people and with brothers and sisters, the way they're not glad for the first lady because they don't carry it. Then laws they are where they stand against, where they molest women, where they rape women, because all of Australia will not ever get that kind of opportunity there for let women they speak out and let people then take action for them. Now they say even big ones them, when they tamper with picking them and woman them, when they see say, Lord they now where they discipline them. When they see they don't build a special court for rape. Fatima na in your handiwork that one day. It you know ever done a salon. They don't create special court only for rape case. Now people then in Europe and America, where they say they're not glad. Now this way then they go after the first day they say the reason where they've been they use forget paper. Fatima don't go create law for fix that reason they. So you ask Kumra, how you go feel? Fatima, na bad it do or na good it do?
Well, Gentle, thank you very much for asking this question. For me, in the first of all, I know the lie, I not come across or I know yeri who's also na Holland. I don't know something what una then are different social media forums them, but I know yeri that na yeah for say first lady. So I know yeri that. I know yeri
all right,
that.
what I tell you? Let's say you such a thing happen. That people and they me know plenty because now one of the reasons that they way plenty people that they use for gain asylum. They say that sexual violation, sexual rape. Now if they post it then they now they don't create this special court for let it stop. If you know that kind of person, will you be offended about that as a Sierra Leonean or you not gonna be offended about that?
I'm not go offended. You know why? Because not so you want grain, because you want grain can seek asylum. You want favor, you use that. Then thousands of people in the suffer, that's Sierra Leone, where that thing they affect. But because of you want grain, you can seek asylum. Because of the first lady, how it lost them. So that means the first lady, you for hate her for that. No, I don't agree to that. To anybody we for hate the first lady for that. Me no go agree with that person. Why? Because back home we get thousands of picking them where they involve woman them where they involve from that. So because of me, and they make me say as an example, because of me, Zainab Sakor, because of the first lady, they against rape, don't put law, don't bring law for rape. So because of I can't seek asylum, or because of Adena, yeah. Because of the first lady don't pass that law, they so for affect me. You know, they affect me asylum. There is a lot of ways. There is a lot of ways. You know, they just can't seek asylum no more. You say you only talk about rape. No. Now story you the build. You the build up your story. So for anybody for hate the first lady for that, I don't agree with that person. Now the person right too. Now in right, if you want hate the first lady, but let the first lady move on or do waiting, say yes. The people in Sierra Leone, people come first. So me that let me go sleep.
So DJ Force, you they come in, you go get from all what you don't hear about the good job the way the first lady don't do. Madam, you they watch this program. This is our first lady at work, where with the stream live on the Green Movement. They come every other Sunday. We get we host them. We get we people that will come today for grace this program. That one where they talk to you na ZAINAB Tight Corner. We na a real name na ZAINAB Sako. But the way we know her for media, na a media activist, na a social media influencer, na a great female activist that one day. Now in name ZAINAB Tight. They all over they try for advocate for woman rights. Now that make bring an aya. Because anything where woman they do, where they help them, they for. Then the next person that we get speaker. Now Madam Ami Banyan. A can today as a special guest for can grace this occasion. The first lady at work program. This woman na the female trustee na the SLPPNA North America region. Very humble woman, very respectable woman. Woman, we're ready for promote any other woman we mean good for Sierra Leone. This now first lady at work. Now DJ Force from what you don't hear it, you get any question where you go ask Madam Banya in that relation, especially in the issue of the laws where first lady don't set. Now we get special court for rape.
Well, Madam Banya, good morning, everyone, every listeners. Before I go further, I say I tell you all thank you. I want for really know. Let Miss Banya come and ask or answer this question. How the people really feel with the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone, the president and his wife, we don't bring such pillar for protect not only we picking them, but the woman them. How the woman they feel about that? This is my question where you go to Miss Banya.
Okay, I tell you thank you for that question. I believe say, initially when you come with that idea there, you must meet resistance. Especially, the man there where they rape them, girl picking them. But because it don't sensitize the whole country, it don't sensitize the people, the man or woman, they'll picking them. Everybody don't accept her now and gladly, for what they do. And it they do them because it wants to let the country go before. Because when you make sure say the girl picking them, they reach maturity, they go school, they educate, they educate the nation. Because now one of the things that they will give. And this in flagship program where it bring this hands of our girls. It not only tap them na salono, it be even get up all the other women there, na the sub-region, na Africa. It bring them come. It even bring that awareness also to them regarding this hands of our girls. And because just like where my sister say na a woman when a lobbyist, it makes sure say it bring them come, it even bring them come na United Nations. For bring them come to the attention of the world, for let them go support, this in program. Not only in a salon, but in other African countries regarding rape and early marriage. The bring come na the United Nations Assembly. And this thing don't they over, we don't they now almost worldwide now till where they don't recognize them. Recently, it even go to Italy, where they call and they for make it go be part of a movie regarding these hands of our girls. Now Italy, now Venice, where then they try for make a movie where the movie, especially now for Pekin where they go school and then university Pekin. So let you see them all say nothing where they spread where it don't begin go all over the world, where they don't begin recognize them. This in program what they do, where they don't recognize them, especially for this hands of our girls. Recently, they even awarded the European Union awarded as ambassador, you know, for champion this sanitary and hygiene, and even them present for this hands of our girls. Let you know the impact where they get not only in a salon but even at the international stage. Now, woman, where they push and where sabi lobby and where they make sure say the awareness not only for tap inside salon, but let it tap now, let it go all over the world. Now, even now in the other African countries. So the whole country now don't become aware. So anything where they happen, like them rape picking them, you know, people they don't begin speak up, then they go report now police, you know, then they bring and come to the attention of authorities, because it don't push so much that they don't even create a special court for rape. That if they rape you picking, you get right now for go now the court, for go you go now the police, and then for go court, and we don't see them cases and they come up where people then still they rape, kill them, where then they jail them. So now a good thing and so that they minimize rape in that country, because rape in that country we don't become rampant. And now one of the first lady in concern that one day when they rape picking them, we see the rape a 5-year-old picking, where that picking there in whole uterus and in bladder, everything don't spoil. That picking there they don't spoil in future. Where we so heartless, you know. And now some of the thing and now the way they touch the first lady, where you know they take and make jokes. So now he make, you know, we all for rally around them, for support them, for men we make sure say that program they go before. And it don't make sure say the program not to only salon it up, it on the worldwide, it don't bring Canada the international stage, because now woman will believe say not to only salon, but even in other African countries, like other African first ladies, it bring awareness to them regarding child rape and early marriage. So I they ask everybody in the whole country, you know, let we support them, let we, you know, do everything in our power, you know, let we support them in all these things they do.
All right, thank you very much. That person we talk to now, Madam Ami Banya, now the female trustee, now the SLPP North America region. And now with special guest today for this program, First Lady at Work. And now, Madam ZAINAB side. Una don't see all this job with this woman they do. Una don't can talk plenty and sweet talk to people who don't hear it. But they will not ever hear it. One thing where Madam Ami Banya before Alefa, where he talk, we're very interested where our will take her into cognizance. Every Sierra Leonean then see him as a signature description. That First Lady is an all-round influencer. First Lady is an all-round influencer. An all-round influencer, they influence a lot of good things in globally. Like global influencer. Now, this is what it don't do. It don't scatter. Now, all parts of the world. Madam Banya said they call her Venice for go create an impact also. So it's an all-round or global influencer. So now, this job with this woman they do, anybody that they expect the way they work, therefore pay you. And we don't hire an a salon for let can do their work there for we. But if they do them in the capacity of the First Lady, and then they get a couple. Then they get a native from the government coffer. But anybody go no say where anybody they work, if they expect for get salary, not so. So now, Madam ZAINAB, if I ask you, how you go feel when this First Lady they work, then they pay her, and if you not a passionate person, if now you, they ask you if what they go do for satisfy at least for let recognize and appreciate this First Lady effort, what you go recommend?
Okay, before I answer that question first, something the way Fatima Bio they do where we not talk naya, but me go talk naya. Okay. They do another thing. The food. The food basket. Yes. The food side. The food side. The food where they do very, very, very fantastic, very good. very, very good. Any woman where they share food, any woman where they give the poor, any woman where they give somebody in daily bread, thing for eat, a lekna for 1 hour, you give a 1 month rest. Then it mean a lot to that person there. And Fatima Bio, they do very well. They do good for give that food to people them and as the school them as well. Where then they share food here in man. They do very, very well that side. All right, I'll go to the question where you ask me. Well, gentle, people are different. The question where you ask me now a very big question. Some people, they do something for let them get something. Some people, they do work for let them pay them. But in Fatima Bio, in your case, just like what you asked me, and they get paid for that. But it only take a good wife. It only take a caring woman. It only take a superwoman. It only take a powerful woman. It only take a mother. Fatima Bio, she's the mother. And it only take a woman with good heart. And it not tap no more. All this what they do, when they get paid, they do them because of the interest of the people of Sierra Leone by supporting her husband. The support when they support the husband alone, they get paid. But it's satisfied. With the area, you can grumble, we can hear him. When they say they get paid, not get motoka, with the area, where they grumble. Say they get paid for this, but still he not give up, still he not lose up, still he's stronger, it's still the doing. So we want to tell and thank you for that. And for me, I really appreciate them. I appreciate them 100%.
All right, thank you very much for Dandy. And I ask DJ Force, as a politician, that job they are with Fatima they do. How you think say it translates into a good political credit and benefits for the new direction government?
Well, before we go into politics, let me talk about the benefits for the community first. Because Fatima Bio in job, not only the benefits the new direction alone, but the benefit the whole country as a whole. They don't see too much injustice, advantage on the woman, and too much way people not really talk for them. And this time around, before they come to power, you look at the population of the women, how women did they suffer too much in Sierra Leone. Woman they struggle past man then in that country. Now they even take the responsibility for man then. So it total fit say, no, enough is enough. They should increase the value of women in Sierra Leone. Not only idlers, drugs, people they take pampers, go just see woman, they walk on the street, they try for Twitter because if he say in a woman and he go take advantage of her. So it don't increase the value of women in that area. For this it will impact the new direction and the SLPP party where Fatima Bio in man the president in the Republic of Sierra Leone, they come from a ruling political party. Well, this is time we need to weigh Sierra Leoneans them when it's coming to an elections, because all what Fatima don't do, it don't involve the community, the primary chief, the chiefdom, the speakers, town chief, all sections where they look after the people, where they look after the communities, and they all come together, they bring the camp together, they can try for, enforce these hands of our gears through parliament. Nothing will pass through parliament. So it is everybody's business. So this also don't increase the value of a man in government and a political party where they in power for let the turn around and look at and say, yes, this party it's more credible, it's more important, it thinks for the people, it has the interests of the people. So some of them see away hands of our girls don't create. And the picking, they say where they go school at this point in time today, where they 18, 20, 24, they're picking and when they come to the age of voting, they are not thinking about any other political party, any other person, but they think about Fatima Biu and President Biu and the SLPP government. So that one of the impact in that way, the Fatima Biu don't create in Sierra Leoneans them. Not only after even where the 10 years they done, but this is going to continue. So in the final say, again for the increase the votes for the SLPP party at any given time when there is elections in the Republic of Sierra Leone.
All right, thank you very much. We go to this person will talk to you, now DJ Force, and the program will try for reach a point, or they try for close up. This now First Lady at Work. This program get for come to you every other week, every other Sunday. This now the opening ceremony of this program. Now, DEEMAA, in closing up your statement for talk to people, how you think say the First Lady in job it will impact the government and impact the people of Sierra Leone their life, especially the gap picking a woman?
Gentle, the First Lady in job a too boku. It's like today na Punado business. Or what we don't draft, we're not able to elaborate on or share around with the public. But one thing I go want that the public know today, Fatima Biu, I can always say the woman heaven sent. I think few months ago, people then see DEEMAA the great they dance and they describe Fatima Biu, the type of person where in them. When God sent them from heaven to come na salon to save, we got picking there to protect the dignity of a woman then. Bland trande woman then people then say they belong na the kitchen. Man that they take advantage on the woman. That they slap them, molest them. And anyhow, it's a woman they not get. But the help of Fatima Biu, awareness don't make today. Everybody in that country they don't get respect for woman. Even if you know what respect woman, you they respect them by force. That it don't play key impact now with country, now with society. Today, not only Salon, Sierra Leone as a whole, but the international community, they look at Salon as an icon. A country where just the rise up just like a roller coaster. Now, this is not the thing you see right now. Fatima Biu, a winner award, the champion of hygiene and sanitation. Not for nothing, then they win a gear. Other country then they win a European countries, then African country then. Right now, the woman don't make the country, we who say come salon. It don't go on a map where people that admire, we countries say, una country a value woman, a respect woman. Because we all know in every part of the world, we know the marginalization, how people that they manage it, marginalize women then, even at the workplaces then, in other institutions then. So as a country, we say I come out and I get a First Lady. We DEEMAA confirm they work so hard to make Salon become very, very attractive to the world. I go say I'm very, very delighted and happy as a mother man. We come on at that country day, where I get this woman here, they do them kind of jobs there. Would they see not only the hands of our girls, like what his sister ZAINAB talk. The woman don't play key impact in the country, like the food. Could you imagine the first month we pass? How that woman be they go places to places? They give zakat to people then. So Jaman them, security sector, everybody, every part of the country. Not because you know Mende or Timini or you come on a Loco or Kailan. That woman go all over. Able. Except you get rich. Except you get bad that.
Okay.
But people hate this woman for a good job then. Now, there is a school where it opened recently when a new school now, GBATEHKAKA. I said the woman, the thing that I don't know the time number, could they think that Boku?
We get for deal with that. This is just an open ceremony. Now that means people they need for the kaya every other Sunday. We they do serially, as the case the car they address the thing there serially. A lot day where people they not ever know but the first day. Thank you very much, DEEMAA. Now, Madam ZAINAB Tide, you na woman where you don't grow up in a salon. All them things will be done they happen to woman them. You don't see all. Sometimes maybe I don't know, but maybe about the you go don't experience one or two where you're not happy about, and you not been get no sign for go lay complain. And now when they go to salon, because man they don't see that they see that they right. Now they right for just grab woman anyhow, lay daughter anyhow. You don't get no sign for talk. You go lay complain, then they call up you. But now you they go na even when they travel come out abroad, they go be the engat. But now you they go to salon with all the laws that are in place. How you they feel as a Sierra Leonean woman? Where they go home for go visit, how you go feel about your dignity and pride, where they that no man no go just drag you all over the place for go disrespect you without you wish. How you go feel? How you feel?
Well, first of all, in the first place, I feel good and I feel so wonderful because of the First Lady. Because not forget say, even though yes, a man na the president, but the First Lady, he play big time role and he still they play this role and he not finish it, he not stop it, and he not done it, and I believe that he not get for done. I feel so proud because first time, if you go tell me mama self say man churchy Bobby or churchy waist, mama they cost you back, they slap you, they say my people man you want like pa when I saw that man don't do you. So but now because of the law and this hands of our girls don't make some man then they afraid. Some man then they afraid. But again, I go say plenty thank you to Fatima Bio. Let me keep it up. You know, let it just focus. The cow is focus. Let it focus because no matter what happen, hey, people must talk, people must say. Yeah. So me go just tell and say, let it focus and any side where we feel say or when me feel say I for support her, well, me hand open, me heart open. If you wanna support her, if you wanna work with her, that area there, I don't mind.
All right.
You know,
so
you know me say me na party person, no, not to party side. And they work with them as a Sierra Leonean.
When that's not the reason, we'll bring you. We don't say you're not activists. You're not media activists. You're not afraid for talk the truth. You're not afraid for tell anybody where you do wrong. That they make everybody get respect for you. Now that make we bring you. So now, what's going to be your very last word to woman them where then a salon and how you encourage them for let them able appreciate first they let us stop for Kosa.
Well, my last word to some woman them because not to all women they Kosa. Some woman them, my last word to me comping woman them. I not feel say Fatima Jabibio deserve for let any woman Kosa. I not feel this they go now to million comping woman them. Some of them where they cost them for no reason. I not feel say it deserve. I believe say Fatima Bio deserve a respect for any single woman where open in mouth for cause Fatima Bio. Trust me, it just one cause him. It just one disrespect him. But I not feel say it caught him because of the good thing the way Fatima Bio put in hand part where it make picking them today don't get respect in that country today. Girl picking them today don't get respect in that country today. So do ya, my sisters then, I beg una in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when me believe, please, and we First Lady, no matter what happen, if you do something where you not like or where you not like how make him come out. Not so we all sabi cost, not so we all sabi say bad word. But come out, the car can come out. I say it the way it is. If you na President Bio do bad, I they talk. If na Fatima Bio do, I they talk. But there is a line. I respect them because now me people them, now we leaders them. No matter how it is, you're not going able to change that. Fatima Bio now the first woman for right now. A man, now the first man at that country. So do you allow we respect them no matter what it happen? Me are the beg me company woman them. If you're not able to support them, not disrespect them. If you not want support her, if you not like them, left them. Do ya? Are they beg me sisters? Well, I go tap here for now, and I want to say to una all, Tata, Gentle, Sister Ami, DJ Force, Popo, me I go sleep.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Zainab tight in mind this salon now. Na salon they go. Bye-bye. They go enjoy the first lady in structure where they set. Nobody not get for Alasa where they go.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah. So, Madam Ami Banya, you don't hear it all man in statements. You don't hear it all what you don't go on. Now, what you know your last statement where they give to Sierra Leoneans them, woman them, God picking them, and everybody in that country about the first lady, and we go want let you as we special guest for commission this program today, First Lady at Work program.
Well, me family them. You know, we got for they bring this program just like where the moderator don't talk First Lady at Work. We got for the bring cancer owner because a lot of things where the First Lady don't do. When I just few we don't mention, but we got for bring a lot of things and what you don't do for that country there, for the man them, the woman them, the picking them, and with the ask una where they out there, you know, for make una support them. Because now a good woman, he gets a good heart. One thing where I admire about and the way where he elect picking them. Anybody will elect picking, elect motor man. Now that woman they. Elect the picking them, you know they discriminate against them. He take all the picking them just like say na inborn them. Now he make it they do this kind of thing here for them. So as we don't cancel una today with the at the ask for make the whole country, whether you be APC, NGC, C4C, if they belong to any political party, any religion, any ethnic group, let we all put hand under them. Let we support them for this kind of work way they do. So that the country go before. And when I all see what they do, they work all over the country, you know, anything where pertaining to the girl picking them, is very concerned about them. They make sure say it do them for them. So I they ask everybody in that country, you be man, you be woman, do ya, let we support the First Lady with in program what they do. We got for bring more of in work than what they do to una, and you know we go discuss more time. We go tell una the work that what they do because una said this here. And as a First Lady, I know say this one not to everybody go like you, but just like when my sister said, now in our First Lady, Lord respect her. Now woman, where I go tell una, it open to criticism, but constructive criticism, but not a criticism where go be so personal, you know. But it open to them, and it they accept them, and anything when a good criticism, they take her into consideration and make sure say it one waiting people then criticize and what you know say it's a good criticism. So I they ask una all, do ya let we respect her our First Lady, let we support them, let we do everything in our power. We go make sure say that country they go before. Because he love Mama Salon, he love that country, he love the people that in that country. Just like our husband love that country they and the people that we did it. So in all this, I they send me thanks to His Excellency, retired Julius Maada Bio, for what they support in wealth. With this program, what in wealth they do, it again the support. We tell and thank you. Because some man then they not go want for support the woman them. But now man we believe say woman them for come now the limelight. Even if you look like cabinets, you will see how what they do. The woman the way don't appoint, it believes a woman there will be part of the development of that country. So in that case, now you make it a support in work. So we tell and thank you, and we tell all the one there when they support them for make sure say in program go before. We go the counter owner, you know, for camp presents on Sundays, just like what the moderator say. Will they bring the work of the first lady come to una all the time, every Sunday, and I tell una all thank you for una can listen to we, and I tell the first lady also thank you for the work we do.
Thank you very much, Madam Amibanya. And then DJ Force just tell people then thank you and say tata, and then DEEMAA will say tata and go close the program. Mina Gentle, Patrick Mada Koroma, the political hot goose, and me, na the PRO for the SLP North America region. I tell Madam Amibanya plenty thank you as a special guest for can honor the good job we presently they do, and for can for Pulnado this first day at work program. Madam will tell you plenty thank you for what you take from your busy schedule, your tight schedule for Kanaya. You don't do them because of for show yourself. You do them because you like woman them. You do them because you appreciate the good job. Oh, first lady they do, and oh, president self they do in that country for make sure say salon continue for become sexy and attractive. Thank you very much, Madam.
Thank you.
And I thank you viewers then. So DJ Force, I will tell people that thank you. Tell Madam Amibanya thank you. And then DEEMAA go last for tell the thank you, and then we will close the program.
Mama Amibanya will tell you thank you for Kapunado this program. You get for comes once every Sunday, every week now. We'll tell you thank you for the love we don't can show to you listeners then, and to we leader winner gentle, and also to the deputy chairman in the Holland branch SLPP. I mean, of course, you always hear my voice with me now, DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. We tell you thank you for Kapunado this program. I mean, Lord, we can continue for educate with people and for me they know they respect where the hands of our girls get. And we tell everybody, all listeners, thank you. And we will continue for the kind they provide voluntary service and quality service for we people for many they can get lecture now so that they will able to know how value and hands of our gear day and which make for put foundation under them so that we picking them tomorrow where they can not go come be street girls and they will get education, they will get good married, and they go turn Fatima Bio. I tell you thank you, Madam Amibanya.
Yeah, DEEMAA.
Thank you.
I will tell Amibanya thank you for in time and effort we spend and patience for listening to we and also talk to people and tell people and thank you. Then you close the program.
Madam Amibanya, thank you very much for honoring the invitation, because this program is your own property, and I'm so proud a woman when a trustee sit on at this platform now today. We don't come punado the hands of our girls, which now everything. In fact, first lady at work, and I go say continue with we chief coordinator on a man we know how to coordinate now the diaspora. I can always say nobody know day where I see where they coordinate, where they count media people them together to come promote the Mama Sierra Leone and President Building agenda. But that's what they do. From our own party, all I would say, thank you. And fellow Sierra Leoneans, viewers, fans of DEEMAA the Great, fans of Den Aki and Popo, or fans of DJ Force, I go tell una say, I'm glad you are there on the program today, and we can close the program. And Fatima Bio continue a good job what they do. I know say nothing they intimidate you at all, not. So that's why I go end up. Let God bless we all and have a nice weekend.
End up with fine music. Anything we go happy, we're happy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Everybody.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Willing for
Thank
camp for can't talk about me first lady.
Yes.
Is there anything happy? We are there. Now we are. Now we
Yes, my deputy chairman, Holland Branch.
Yes. Happy.
Yes.
Okay. If anything happen, it happen.